I am so excited to be back. Welcome to those who are new. Welcome back to the regular Love Gang. I am so excited to be bringing the video finally in the year 2021. I have a different setting today, but today is more of a serious video. Today's video is going to be different for me. It's kind of like a story time, and yeah, let's get into it. I tested positive for the coronavirus. I have COVID-19. In the back of my mind, me being an essential worker on the front line every day, Monday through Friday, I kind of expected it to happen. I didn't want it to happen, but I knew sooner or later that I would get it. I'm not saying I got it from my job, but that's the most likely place that I got it because I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. And if I'm out in like a grocery store, I have my mask on, hand sanitizer, all that good stuff. And I don't have anybody coming over to the house. So we're honestly not sure if my husband got it first and then he gave it to me, or I got it and I gave it to him. But that's the upside of it. I wasn't going through this process alone. So I'm going to just start off with when I started feeling bad. I started feeling bad on a Friday night. I just had a really bad headache. My head was hurting so bad. Nothing I took would take my headache away. And so I was like, oh, that happens every now and again with me. So I didn't think nothing of it. As you can see, I'm so congested. And so Saturday came and I just had the chills really bad. Like, I was cold and it was hot. I was wrapped up in blankets. Like, I turned all the fans off. I was just super cold and I couldn't get warm. And I still had that headache. And then I started getting stuffy and congested. So I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I got the flu. And I have 2 kids, so they actually started feeling bad on Saturday. Chloe had a sore throat, and my son, he was actually throwing up. But thankfully, out of all of everything, that's all that they had. So we're not sure if it's just a common cold or what, but we did treat them as if they did get exposed to us. So they have been in quarantine with us as well. And so Saturday went by. We didn't go to our live stream service. I seen so we have to go record live at our church. We actually decided not to go on Sunday because everybody really felt bad in the house. We didn't have any energy. We were so weak. And then Monday came, which was Martin Luther King Day, and for some reason my smell was off. I just kept smelling bleach, like bleach that you wash your clothes with. It was so strong in my nose as it was making my nose burn. And then I thought that was strange. I just kept asking my husband. I said, do you smell bleach? Do you smell bleach? I smell bleach really strong. He was like, no, I don't smell anything. So I'm like, oh shoot, I might need to get tested for COVID. And then so I brushed it off. And so later on we went to lunch. I got Bojangles, got the tender strip supreme, whatever it's called, and I got honey mustard as my dipping sauce. So when I finally decided to eat, the sauce I dipped in tasted like straight up bleach. So I was like, okay, this isn't the right taste to this, so I'm gonna get tested. And so later that night, I had hibachi food and I put the white sauce on my rice, and that sauce did not taste right. So for some reason, every type of sauce was tasting like bleach, and I was still smelling bleach. I was still like super tired, super fatigued. So I was like, okay. I told I text my supervisor. I was like, I think I need to get tested for COVID. I'm having such and such symptoms, so I'm not gonna be into work tomorrow. So Tuesday, I went and got tested for COVID around 10:50 a.m. I did a little nose swab, and then I just waited throughout the day. I was still feeling bad. I was so weak, and my taste and my smell was off. I knew it was gonna come back and say detected, but I was hopeful, praying to God that it wasn't. It was just something else. And so I got my results at 7:10 p.m. I was checking like every hour to see my results come back. So at 7:10, excuse me, I checked my chart and it said COVID-19 detected. So that's basically saying you're positive for the coronavirus. And so, of course, I cried because I'm like, oh God, what other symptoms am I gonna have? Is this all downhill from here? I was thinking like where I got it, like my mind just went crazy. My husband comforted me. He was there, and he was basing him getting tested off of what my results said back. So we scheduled him to get tested the next day. So the next day came. We were all in our masks, just sitting in the car. He needed somebody to drive him because he didn't have any energy. So we all drove to get him tested, and his results came back positive as well. Okay, then I'm in panic mode. I'm like, oh God, my kids are fine. Like, how am I going to interact with my kids? So that was another thing. We had to mask up. Interacting with our kids. We tried to limit our exposure to them as much as possible. But I double mask, and if I had to prep their food, but I got like stuff that they can fix on their own, like Lunchables, Pop Tarts. Dinner, it was like a little frozen dinner, but I would put it in the microwave for them. And I sprayed the house down, wiped the house down every hour. I made it a thing to like walk out and spray down everything that they touch. Hand sanitizer that I touched. Like anytime we were in the kitchen, we went from the kitchen to the bedroom, kitchen to the bedroom. If our kids needed to talk to us, they would just stand in the door and say what they need to say. They're in virtual school, so if they need help with their work, it was like a distance thing, and it was so hard. It's so hard to not be able to hug and like kiss on your kids. That's the hardest thing about having a virus. Thankfully for me, I didn't have any shortness of breath. Like I didn't have to be on the ventilator. I didn't have to have an oxygen tank to help me breathe. It was nights I had real bad body aches, and my muscles and stuff were hurting real bad, so it made it very uncomfortable for me to sleep at night. I researched like people who had the virus. Some people I follow on Instagram, they have went through this. Their symptoms weren't like mine. My symptoms weren't like theirs, but they like recommended stuff that helped them. And it's said that sleeping on your stomach helps you breathe, and it keeps you from building fluid up in your chest. So I made an effort every night to sleep on my stomach, which helped. But again, I was still uncomfortable due to all the pain I was having waist down. And so we have a friend who goes to church with us. He made us his specialty. He put all types of plant-based things in to help with like your immune system, build it back up, cleanse your body, and he mixed it all together and he dropped it off at our door. And so I've been drinking on that, and it's helping a lot. I've been taking a teaspoon of black seed oil every morning. I'm taking my multivitamin, vitamin D. I haven't been taking like cold or medicine like that because I wanted to get rid of that, like the natural based things. This whole experience had, even though I was already leaning towards like natural plant based things, this has made me want to do it even more. So yeah, I've been doing natural things to help build my immune system up. I'm still kind of stuffy, but I'm due to go back to work on Wednesday. I just wanted to share my experience with COVID-19. It's not like anyone else's. Like it's different for everyone. To be honest, I'm just glad I wasn't in the real bad phase of COVID-19. I didn't get severe symptoms. I didn't have to be hospitalized. My husband didn't have to be hospitalized. His symptoms were completely different than mine. He had his taste and his smell the whole time. I was so jealous because, guys, I love to eat. I love to drink coffee, and nothing was tasting the same. Thankfully, my taste is coming back. It's not as strong as I want it to be. So I'm basically eating because I know I have to eat. I can actually taste my coffee now. It's tasting better day by day. The tea that my friend made, I can taste that. For some reason, the Cool Breeze Gatorade, for any other time before COVID, that flavor wouldn't be like all that to me. But now that I have COVID, when I tell you that Gatorade is so good, like the flavor is like a punch. I don't know if it's because of the berry. Then I had a berry milkshake. It's like the berry flavors like taste so good to me. I don't know what it is about it, but I can really taste like berries and stuff. So I've been eating stuff that like that, just to have some taste. Other than that, I'm just eating because I know I have to eat. It's like blah. My appetite, I haven't been eating breakfast. I'm not gonna lie, this whole time I haven't eaten breakfast. I've just been eating lunch and dinner and staying hydrated, water, Gatorade, orange juice, vitamin C, lots of vitamin C. You need that in your diet anyway, but lots of vitamin C. And yeah, I'm here to tell the story. I'm thankful to God that He kept my family covered. He kept my kids shielded from this virus. And they're doing good. They're quarantining with us, and we're on our last days. So yeah, I'll probably do a month after COVID video, but I just wanted to update you guys on where I've been and what I've been dealing with. But I'll hope to see you guys in the next video.